Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhey with Suhey Plans, and in today's video I'm doing something a little different. I am bringing you my 2025 desk tour. My desk is where I do all of my planning and all of my journaling, and I like to set it up and organize it in a way that's going to motivate me to reach for my system in 2025. I wanted to take you through everything and just share how I like to organize this space. Before we jump in, if you enjoy this video or if you find any interest in what we've shared today, please don't hesitate to hit the like and subscribe button below. Let's jump in. First, I'll talk about what I have in front of me, generally speaking, and then I'll talk a little bit about the details. This is a plain white rectangular desk. It doesn't adjust, it doesn't rise, it doesn't flip, it doesn't do anything. It's just a plain white rectangular desk, and that's just fine. On top of that desk, and that's where I think the special comes in, I have a Hutch that's actually meant for gaming monitors that I'm instead using as storage for my planners, journals, and accessories. And that's, I think, where the special part comes in. I am going to link both the desk and the Hutch below. They're both in my Amazon storefront. And I think they're just awesome pieces. I could have done a little bit more of like a modular setup or have a bookcase, but my desk is also situated in my bedroom. And I didn't want my bedroom to feel like an office. I wanted it to feel like my bedroom with just a little personal space for me to work. And so I think in kind of keeping it minimal, not having the fancy rising desk does make it feel just like a personal space and not an office in my bedroom. I like to keep everything that I'm going to use on a daily, weekly, monthly even basis out on my desk. Things that I'm not really reaching for or I'm not using very often in the year, I have in a storage unit on the right side of my desk underneath my printer. So everything here are things that I'm going to be reaching for regularly. On the desk itself, I keep my Moxie Life goal planner because it's massive and I do have a large enough space where I can take up a corner just with my goal planner. On the other side, I keep a water bottle, a small radio, hand lotion, and just a few other books that I might need to reach. In this corner, I'll probably keep my 2023 goal planner and my 2024 goal planner and journals, just so I can reference them if I need to. Inside the different levels of the Hutch is where I keep the things that I use every day. I decided to keep those things here below the top shelf because it's so easy for the top shelf to get messy and unorganized. And so I thought that the things that I use most frequently should not be on the top shelf, just to keep this space as organized as possible. So what I have on the top shelf are things that I'll reach for maybe once or twice a week. So with that said, I have the Hutch kind of creates 3 tiers. The top, the middle is there's a like a metal shelf here because again it's meant for really heavy duty desktop monitors, so that is made out of metal, and on this shelf I'll keep my laptop computer, my kids' 5-year diary, a fountain pen, and my daily journal, all in that top shelf here. Underneath that, I have my social media planner, my health journal, a pen tray, and my kids' 5-year diary, my other child's 5-year diary. And so these are the things that I'm using every single day. The only thing that's not located here that I'm using every single day is my personal rings planner, which I'm going to keep right on top and in dead center on the Hutch. Otherwise, all the things that I'm reaching for on a daily basis are below. And again, those things are coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And it just kind of helps keep this top shelf, which is already super crowded, as organized as possible. On that top shelf, using two bookends, I have my goal planner, gratitude notebook, memory keepers, some extra notebooks, and my media journal. I use these maybe once a week, sometimes even less frequently. So I think they're perfect to have right here. It kind of stays very organized that way. Behind them, I have my pen pouches, kind of tucked away in the back. This shelf is pretty wide. The hutch is pretty wide, so I can keep all of these books with a little bit of space behind them for extra storage. I have my personal rings planner, dead center, a hair clip because messy hair, I don't care. Well, I do care. That's why I have a clip. I have my washi in just like an acrylic holder. Some letters and things that I want to read. Not super organized, but... And then in another acrylic holder, and this is a little heavy, but I'll see if I can kind of just move it slightly, but it all comes in one piece. In a second acrylic holder, I have ink samples, all kinds of sticky notes, larger notepads, ruler, Tombow pens, Post-it stickies, chapstick, and other things that I just would easily want to reach for. And this is actually an acrylic makeup storage that I have found much handier instead, especially in my older age where I don't wear as much makeup. I found it much better to hold my stationery and my accessories. It didn't quite fit the washi, but that's okay. This extra acrylic case has proven to work just as well. And I can link that below. I found that one on Jet Pens. And then the acrylic makeup organizer was something I got in the Container Store. And that's everything that's on the top shelf. And that's all of it. So there's a lot going on here, but it all kind of just seamlessly works. And I love that the look and the feel continues to feel like a bedroom without having it feel like there's an office in here. And everything just fits really, really beautifully. Sometimes I do wish I had a little bit more space for writing because the hutch takes up maybe not half the desk, but let's say 2/3 of the desk. But, you know, there is a lot that I'm gaining, and so I'll deal with the fact that I have slightly less desk space with the hutch. I'd rather have the hutch than, you know, have these large looming bookcases or take up even more space in my bedroom than I need to. Thank you so much for checking out my desk setup. This is kind of how I feel I can stay organized and just reach for everything on a daily basis and really just commit to the system that I want to use in the new year. What is your desk setup like? I'd love to hear from other folks who have their desk in their bedroom. How can you keep both separate but in the same space? I'd love to kind of hear any tips that you might have on that. Thank you so much for watching, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.